Double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Richardson will throw to start out here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Here's Richardson to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
Off play action, Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Richardson to throw off play action. Working downfield. He's got Thornton. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Now Richardson back to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They run over center with Benson.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, a crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17.
Now he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Third down and 13.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Let's take it on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Purdy from the gun.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards. First down, Niners.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Purdy. And this one's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
The Niners at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throwing here, Purdy. Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first down coming up. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 14. Purdy now to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. 23 yards the pickup there.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Second and 6 from the 10. Purdy looking to throw.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. In motion right, that's Harrison. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Richardson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here comes third down and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Brevin Jordan,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Purdy.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Purdy will look to throw again here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as the tackle made down at the 33.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's Richardson to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, Richardson. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. and there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This 2nd and 4. Richardson off the play fake.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices.
They go play action with Richardson. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
zone. A pick six for a 49er D as they score a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Richardson back to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Play action. Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. Got an open man. That's David the Joker, the tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Purdy now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Purdy from the gun on third down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now it's Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Purdy from the gun. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Get set. Get set. What's up?
They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here